ライオン神エスカノール様だ。震えるさ。
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Critic Alex and Valenti PvP. Yes, this is what you guys have all been watching lately, what you want to see. Another YouTuber content creator has gotten level 80 Valenti, and he's going to take her into PvP in geared, and he's got resistance gear. Okay, so we're going to talk about the build a little bit in case you're wondering. For Valenti specifically, you know what you need for King, HP defense. You know what you need for Escanor, attack defense. And then for Gil Thunder, I mean, HP defense is probably preferable, but attack defense is not bad either. I have attack defense. Anywho, for Valenti, she's going to have lower combat class because she has fewer cosmetics. I don't have her full cosmetic set. I haven't bought all three. I only bought this one. And then for her gear, you want HP defense. I was wrong about the triple HP. It's HP defense. And you want to modify one of them to have very high resistance rolls. So this is actually really good for sort of tweaking. I've mentioned this before, but sort of tweaking your Gother build. If you have a full defense patience Gother build, you roll, you know, triple defense, but now you can just swap the earring back and forth between the two of them. So this is what the build looks like. Just under 8,000 attack, over 6,600 defense, almost 110 HP, and then we want 78% resistance. You want about 75 to 85% base resistance, and then you're going to get another 30% from Gil Thunder from his passive, because you can see he's right here. So we're going to go up to 108%. And then here's the other thing. You're probably going to need to eat resistance food. So that's the thing. We're going to do a couple matches with and without resistance food, but that's sort of the thing. If you really want this strategy to succeed, you want to see the best results. You want to use resistance food. You don't have to use resistance food, but I win more when I use resistance food, and I win less when I don't use resistance food. It's that simple. Yeah, so that's the thing. And the other thing is it has to be geared PvP, and the other thing is it doesn't always work. Okay, so we're going to queue up and we'll talk about what's going on here. 175 CC is not the highest. Obviously, you can go higher if I had all of my alts maxed out. Escanor's 5'6", King is 4'6", Valenti's 4'6", Gil Thunder's obviously 6'6", Hauser's 6'6" as an association, but then the rest of my associations are not 6'6". I think Merlin's 4'6", Red Matrona Dion is 2'6" or 1'6", 2'6". And then G Lily is 2'6" as well. So yeah, okay. So we've got a Pierce team here. In a way, you're always going to neuter Escanor because he has very high base Pierce. So I mean, if you look at my Escanor's Pierce, right? He's got 100% Pierce. So I'm reducing whatever his Escanor's Pierce is by a ton, right? Okay, what do we want to do here? I'm gonna kill King, I guess. Hauser can't do anything to us because we have Valenti. So we can just basically ignore him. That's kind of the advantage of this team. If you queue up against a Hauser, that's the advantage of having her on the team. If you queue up against a Hauser, if you queue up against a Blue Demon Melee, are there any other Pierce characters right now that are actually really strong? Probably not. You're just basically, you can basically ignore them. I can, rather than having to kill Hauser possibly first, I can literally leave Hauser till the very end. His ult is still going to do damage, but if he builds Hauser for pen, like most Hausers are supposed to be built, not only for farming, but for geared, he's going to hit like... He hits like a noodle. You don't even see his damage. His damage doesn't even register on the radar. The problem is, she's just useless otherwise. She's just straight up useless otherwise. He might be dead. If he's dead, this is gonna suck because it's gonna call in probably. Actually, maybe not Merlin. Okay, good thing he's not dead. We don't want his sub to come in just yet. I mean, I think Valenti's good. I just don't think she's that good. To be honest with you, maybe it's because Blue Lilia has not trampled the meta with Blue Demon Melee yet. Maybe we just didn't have enough time in the Blue Demon Melee meta. Maybe not enough global players got Blue Demon Melee. To be honest, there's only a week between Blue Demon Melee's banner and Green Valenti's banner. This is what you're gonna see. You're gonna see a lot of this, right? You saw it from Kabuki, you saw it from C and other people. Okay, the problem here is he's got multiple ults ready, so I kind of played into his hand a little bit here. We're gonna decrease defense-related stats. We're gonna ulti, and then we're gonna decrease attack-related stats. Actually, you know what? We're gonna ulti first. Oops. Oh, we're not gonna ulti first. Oh, I just misplayed hard. I wanted to ulti first to get more lifesteal on King, but that was dumb because of the defense-related stats. It's only for Hauser. It doesn't matter for Escanor, but it should have. It would have mattered a little bit. Although he has, you know, what is it? Shatter. Again, this is only gonna matter for him. But let's see how much their ults do. You're gonna see. He's probably if he's smart. Who does he have in the back? Arthur. Okay, that's why he was tankier as well. That kind of makes sense. If he's smart, he's gonna hit Valenti first to try to kill her. I don't think he can kill her one shot unless he's got a 6/6 ult. I didn't check. But yeah, I don't want to overhype Valenti too much in this video. That's why I'm sort of explaining things rather than trying to be funny. I'm trying to be funny, but rather than, you know, oh my god, Valenti's so good, or like all this stuff. Why did he ult with Hauser first? Why? Yeah, you're just doing less damage now. Who are you gonna ult with Escanor? King? Oh, my Escanor. Sure. That's fine. That's fine. Her ult's not that bad, to be honest. Ooh, and he doesn't get the kill either. Now, I don't think he can survive. Yeah, I think we just lost here. Too many red units. I don't even think we were gonna win at the end here, regardless. The rupture's nice, right? You can do 1600 damage if they have a buffed unit. Obviously, I could try to sit if I had a full HP King, or if I had heals that I could pop on him. Maybe. Okay, I gotta stop talking and actually play. Maybe if I had a heal on King, I could sit on her ult to try to bait out Arthur's buff. Because then if Arthur buffs and you rupture, buddy, the damage is nutty. That damage is nuts, right? So picture 60k, but multiplied by 2, you're doing like 120k. We're talking like Escanor type damage on an ult, right? The problem is, man, here's the thing. With Valenti, with the current meta in global, it's really rock, paper, scissors. It turns into rock, paper, scissors. And I just don't... 30 deadly sins, that's nice. I just don't like rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors is basically, here's my team. I'm rock. If you're scissors, you lose. Bop. Right? It's either a 5-minute match or it's a 1-minute match because you fought my type of team before and you auto concede. Or it's a 20-minute match and I win. Right? But... man, my cards are so bad. But regardless, it's if I'm rock and you're scissors, you lose. But then if it's rock versus rock, it's painful. Valenti tank teams versus Valenti tank teams, it's not fun. I'm sorry, I don't think people are having fun when they play those teams. They might pretend like they're having fun, that's fine, but I don't think they're actually having fun. And then if it's paper, right? If you face a team that is not Pierce comp at all, like Kingbrum, for example. This guy gets a gold off a shuffle. Wow, he's got both alts. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Must be nice to be this guy. We can try to get a kill here with Gil Thunder. Gil Thunder's not bad. And if we get a buff, okay, maybe we can kill Escanor. Who knows? But yeah, if you fight a team that doesn't rely on Pierce, like I lost to this guy, maybe there's something I could have done. Maybe there's something I could have done to change things around, but maybe not, right? So it's like, and he hasn't buffed the whole time because we both have rupture, right? He's got rupture on his attack, she's got rupture on her ult. So yeah, I don't know. Not a huge fan of, if he's smart, he ults Gil Thunder. Because I think he's gonna kill Gil Thunder. If he wastes it, man, like, see this fight? These fights take so long. What are we at for the recording? 9 minutes? Come on, man. Nobody wants to do a 9-minute fight. Do you really want to do like a 10-minute plus fight? Yeah, smart guy hits Gil Thunder. Okay, well, you know what? Do we actually have a chance here? This is wild. The other thing is with this team is you don't have much life leech. So look, you don't gain, like, there's not much sustain on this team besides King's heal. He's gonna kill Valenti here, right? He's got a gold card. He's been sitting on a gold card for a while. Oh wow, he didn't kill Valenti. He's probably really pissed. I'd be pissed if I was him, damn. Yeah, true. No, for real. Tiger, you have every right to be pissed, dude. But I'm having fun? I don't know, dude. I don't know. This feels weird, man. I don't know. Some of these Valenti games are fun, and her ult is hilarious looking. Some of these are fun, but some of them are not. if you've been I'll say this, if you've been tormented, if I could buy a combine on him, but no. All right, she's finally dead. She's finally dead. You know, if yeah. I think I win. This is crazy. Now we start getting combines. Unless he can kill me, actually. He's been sitting on 2 gold cards. I think he just kills me here. All this workup, right? All this workup for nothing. And then he just kills me. Because now Valenti's dead, I'm going to take more damage. Oh my god, this guy's probably mad triggered. I'm not happy. Sorry, dude. Sorry. I mean, this is a nail biter. Do I feel good about winning? I don't. I mean, this is how tanky teams work. If you like these kinds of wins, if you like these nail biter victories, if you like not getting 33 coins per win, I guess, right? I'm gonna wait a while. I don't want to queue up against this guy again because, you know, I think this team can work. I think there may be other teams that can work as well. You can go more green. You can put Merlin or Red Helbram in the front line for more control because this team does not have alt gauge removal. So that is the one thing that this team is missing. Your only option is to either rush Escanor's alt if you're going to compete with alt rushes, or to rush King's alt, or to like get really lucky with multiple petrifies. So yeah, not being able to roll back your enemy is the one weakness of this team for sure. But it's got everything else, right? You've got high single target DPS, you've got control on debuffs, you've got petrifies and heals, and you've got AoE buffs as well. And then of course it's like super tanky. And then King is not that bad either. He gets crit a lot, but you do get 30% crit resistance from Guild Thunder, right? And 30% crit defense. So yeah, I think this is a good team. I don't know if this is necessarily the best team, but I think this is a nice balance. Valenti literally brings almost nothing to your team offensively until she gets her alt. And yeah, you know, and they're gonna either focus her or King down. So, but see, this is what I mean. When you face these types of teams here, yeah, I got a big CC lead, but it just feels like it feels like if I had a different comp, I could just beat this guy faster, right? So yeah, I got a 20k CC lead, sure, that's cool. But why don't I just beat him faster with a different comp? Why don't I just sub out her for somebody else? Because you want to have fun, true. Yeah, that makes sense. But at the same time, okay, not necessarily what I wanted to do. I should have gone to lower his defense stats. I'm sleeping on her her little skill a little bit. This one right here, second law of motion. Okay. We get some very nice combines. Very lucky for us. But like I said, right? This guy looks like he's alt rushing. He's either eating HP, he's either eating honey pies, or he's got Merlin in the back. Right? Can't roll him back. The thing is, if you sub any of these, you could sub Escanor for Helbram, but then you lose a lot of damage, right? You lose a ton of burst damage. So I'm not really sure that that's worth it. He's dead. And then we're going to petrify you. He might have Merlin in the back that rolls back my Escanor, but that's okay. Let's just put pressure on him. He's going to start losing cards. And let's see what happens here. But yeah, you know, I mean, Valenti's cool. She's fun. I wish she was a little bit better, to be honest, so that you could feel a little bit more confident about just putting her on a team. But I really feel like Valenti is a character that, and maybe this is why some people say that Red King is better. Valenti feels like a character that you have to build your team around. And you also have to, in some cases, you have to forego eating coin food if you want to win more consistently. Some people will refuse to do that, so they're just not gonna play Valenti that way, right? I mean, it's pretty crazy. You gotta admit, it's pretty crazy that I just absorbed a level 4 alt. He just absorbed a level 4 alt, right? Orange? Or that's level 5? I think maybe that's level 5. So that's bonkers. Obviously, that's bonkers. But we're gonna paka, and we're gonna boppinate, and we're gonna heal. So it's crazy that he absorbed that much damage, but I've got 20k CC on this guy, right? That could be part of it as well. I like Valenti, don't get me wrong. I guess I'm trying to go too. I'm leaning, you know, Kabuki and Seaton did a really good job of hyping her up. So I'm kind of leaning in the other direction, trying to be like, you know, she's good, but sometimes I just feel like, you know, yeah. And so I'm not a big fan. It's sort of like Gother. I feel like when you put Valenti on your team, you're sort of trapped into this one particular way of playing. And I like teams that are very flexible. I like teams that are, you know, that can do multiple things and can, you know, kind of switch it up and whatever. So, I mean, I know you're not going to do much damage with your ult. And I can just kill her faster, so. You know what? We want to paka, but now we can get her ult as well. Actually, you know what? Let's just, let's just do that to get both ults. Not a very good play. Out of order as well. I should have fireballed first. But he can't kill. He's got a bunch of level 1 cards. He can't kill. He can roll me back. Maybe he's got 2 rollbacks, but I doubt it. If her ult, instead of being Rupture, if it was a weak point, man, that'd be busted. That'd be so much better. Wow, she really did have 2 rollbacks. Oh. Oh, what? Wait, what? Even when it patiences, it's a rollback? I didn't know that. The effect applies regardless? I want my money back. Yo, you're not gonna petrify him. What? I didn't know that. That makes her skill better. That could be a way of balancing out the fact that her skill is an attack, so it gets attack seal. Interesting, interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know that the rollback happened even if you patience. Maybe the last hit crit and it didn't patience, but I didn't see any numbers come up, right? I didn't see any numbers come up, and her HP is max. She didn't lose any HP. Strange. I guess it's not strange. I'm obviously missing something. That's okay. We are going to paka. I got that from this Japanese YouTuber. He goes paka with that skill. It's a very entertaining video. Oh, this Escanor is soft, dude. He's not wearing gear, I don't think. That's why his ult hit like a baby. Her ult looks so cool. You know, it's like the arms just like, yo, bro, what up? She seems like a stand user. It's the day today. She's like, I just whooped your ass, and I'm fucking 3 feet tall. All right, so you've seen what she can do with resistance food. She obviously has a place in the meta. She's not going to overwhelm the meta. The meta's not going to be flooded with Valenti. She's not an instant win character. She's not Escanor, right? She definitely has a place in the meta, but I do feel like it's a very narrow team dynamic that you have to adhere to. Obviously, you can pair her up with any characters you want. Gilthunder is an amazing pairing for her because not only is it 30% resistance, which equals minus 30 pierce, but that it's also all of the other things, right? So 30% defense, 30% crit resistance, 30% crit defense. Great. He's a great sub. He is S tier sub in general for any team comp. Beyond her and him, you can really run anyone here, but you sort of have to run a high DPS unit. In the global meta with the way things are, stalling doesn't really work long term. It can work now and then in matches, and it can work if you get really lucky with matchmaking. But if you queue up against if you get bad matchups 2-3 games in a row, you're just gonna get washed. You're just gonna get washed. So now let's see how she does. We're gonna lose a little bit of CC here. That's okay. Let's see how we do. This would be, you know, the more efficient way of doing things, possibly. But this would be, you know, obviously you're losing 30% resistance, so you get less tanky, and then they're gaining 30% pierce if they're running a pierce comp. Now, even if you don't use pierce food, I think if you run into a full pierce comp, if someone's, you know, if someone's risky enough, I think this is a Kingbrim team. Yeah. So you see what I'm saying? So here, I'm not really gaining. I mean, that's fine. I'm not really gaining much of an advantage, right? King's ult a little bit is gonna hurt a little bit less, but you know, rollbacks, petrifies, attack seals. She's not really doing much for that. Maybe she could patience a Gother attack seal if he's got, you know, bad rolls on his attack gears. We'll see. We'll find out. But she's not going to patience any of this stuff. He hits way too hard for patience, right? So, yeah, I don't know. And then, so here you have, like, you basically have a lame duck on your team at this point. You've got one character that hits hard and one character that hits like a towel. He's got a level 5 ult and a level 2. Okay, that's not bad then. That's actually good for us. You know what? Why don't we paka then? And then hope we can get the combine on King. And then we can get a Petrify in maybe. I mean, it's not bad. She can amplify Escanor's damage because minus 20% defense-related stats is not bad at all, right? It's not bad. It's not bad. If her damage is a little bit better, I would say that she'd be more flexible for just any kind of team. But it's fun. It's still fun. It's still fun and it's different. I like tanky teams. Okay. Sonajetsuki. Oh, no. He's dead? No, not yet. 55, though. Wow. That hits hard. Okay, so he's going to get his ult. Nothing I can do about that. Nothing I can do to stop that. Yeah. He's laughing it up. Very hilarious.com. Yeah, I think we just dump cards. And, I mean, we're going to get a combine if Thing dies, but let's see there. And her other skill does, like, really bad damage. We're going to reset Gother at least. We haven't reset Gother in a couple turns. 2,000 damage. Okay. We do reset Gother, which is fine. But yeah, Escanor's done. Let's see if he has a rollback. He has dumped 2 Fog Waves, but he gets Merlin coming in now. We have all King cards, which is hilarious. If he rolls Gideon back, we get the heal, and we can heal into Petrify, which is nice. But we have to deal with Gother's ult. Merlin would be good here, but I feel like if you put Merlin and Valenti together, you don't have any damage. I don't know, man. And so, yeah, I was saying at the beginning of the video, I think that's why some people like Cube. Okay. I think that's why some people like Red King better, because you can play whatever kind of team you want in the front, and Red King does his thing in the back, right? Whereas Valenti has to be in the front, so you're immediately sacrificing your damage up front. Oh, she's buffed, eh? That's a buff, eh? Oh, check this damage. Oh, check this damage. Let's go. They made a mistake. They made a mistake. Let's go. Let me get King's ult. Okay, so maybe we're in business now. I want to see how much damage this does. That's a buff. Get clapped. 119. Not bad at all. Right? Could have been better. Could have killed Gother. I think if it had killed Gother, this guy would be a bit scared. Oh, he's got so many Gother cards, eh? So he's got what? Attack Seal, Invasion Arrow, or maybe Invasion Arrow, Attack Seal, Invasion Arrow. So he was probably planning to ult, and then, okay, buddy, what are you going to do now? You got 2 cards. Hope you got a rollback. Because you don't got Petrifies. I hope you got a rollback, brother. Even with a rollback, you're not ulting. Interesting. See, I mean, I like these sort of, you know, I like how the games sort of shift in that sense. So you're level 3, the Gother thing. He's got nothing, eh? Okay, good. I like how these games shift and how the balance of power sways with these matches, as opposed to with PV with a lot of other matches in PvP where you just I think I want to just kill Helbram. Having her ult is fine because I can win a war of attrition. I just want Helbram off the field. Helbram's more of a threat with the Petrify. You know, with other PvP matches, you have a situation where, I mean, with Melly's, with the Blue Demon Melly meta before this, it was just like, it was Wild West, right? First one to pull the trigger, you're done. You know, you don't come back from taking 300,000 damage turn 1 because they went Hellblaze, Hellblaze, you know, and then Hauser, right? You just don't come back from that. So Valenti has sort of, if you find that shit cancerous, she's obviously helping remove that. It's interesting to see how the meta is shifting, knowing that Valenti's out there, right? Like a wild Pokemon just wandering around. You're like, I don't want to encounter a Valenti, you know? So, yeah, that was some good damage. Not. So what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna get his ult again because I like that, and then we're gonna reduce her attack and kill Helbram. I mean, I hope this kills Helbram. Okay. Whew. So I mean, she definitely has. She's more than just her passive, right? She has utility on both of her skills. She obviously does Gil Thunder damage, like worse than Gil Thunder damage, unless the enemy, like if this guy didn't cube, this fight could have ended up totally differently if the guy didn't cube. Right? So let that be a lesson to you. That was pretty tight, and we beat that guy with coin food. Let's queue up one more. I'm kind of surprised I beat that guy with coin food. I'm kind of surprised. Valenti's good. She's not bad. You know, she's not bad. I'm a little bit weary of overhyping Valenti because, like I said, because of everything I said. But she is good. She is good. So let me stop the kind of negative analysis and just sort of play this one cheeky. Give me some wood, as Kabuki would say. All right, let's do this. Who we got? Who we got? You ready for Valenti? Oh, you got a Valenti. Okay. Oh, Tomas. Okay, Tomas. You don't have an alliance, or you don't have a knighthood. Is this bot confirmed? Are you a sloppy bot? Let's find out. So you're not alt rushing. You got Gil Thunder in the back. Now, here's the thing. When you fight against Valenti, I'm glad we queued up against one Valenti team. When you fight against... Okay, double ignite and then bop. Okay. You're very special. You're top of your class. When you fight against Valenti, you can check to see how much she has. So I had 101. So that means that he only has 90% pierce rate. 90% resistance on Valenti. So 90% resistance on Valenti means that if he's got... I gotta hurry up here. Okay. 90% resistance on his Valenti means that my pierce rate is being reduced by 90%. If he's got Gil Thunder in the back, which it kind of looks like, he could have Red Griamore. I have seen some Red Griamores, but oh, don't kill King. Got a lot of King cards, bro, and I'm not getting any combines off this. This has to be a bot. This, like, these attacks are so weirdly... I'm so thankful that didn't kill me. Yeah, so it means that he built her really badly. If that's the case. Man, I can't get anyone's alt. I could get her alt, but like, why though? Alright, I guess I will get her alt. I don't like playing like this. But I don't have enough damage to really do anything. Like, his Escanor hasn't lost much HP. So I want to see what he does here. He doesn't have rollbacks. He hasn't touched Gother. So weird. But I haven't touched Gother either. So Gother's been racking up 10% attack. I think he's at 30%. He went first. Maybe he's only at 20%. He's just been playing... This has to be a bot. Playing so weird. Not using invasion arrows. Gets a combined, but doesn't actually play. So see, if I was using... If I was using... Speak of the devil. If I was using, instead of coin food, if I was using resistance food, I'd be taking less damage. 128? That's not that much. I'm gonna lower her attack. And also reset Gother. I guess it's enough because you have Valenti, right? Yeah. Okay. So her ult's gonna do less. I want to see who he targets. If Escanor targets King, this is 100% a sloppy bot. And then the other thing, I know I wasn't supposed to be negative, sorry. The other thing about Valenti is if you fight bots, it's not really that satisfying, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you really gonna be like, yeah, like I attritioned a bot for 20 minutes, you know? I don't have a problem with fighting bots. I don't care. But at the same time, you're trying to get this satisfaction of kind of trolling, right? And you don't really get that against the... Obviously, you don't get that against a bot. I think Escanor might be dead. Yeah, so we just lose. We just straight up lose. Yeah, so we had a combination of just bad card RNG. Yeah, this is just a straight up loss. I can, like, there's no way. I want to see, but I don't think there's anything I can do here. Like, this is going to take everything. This is 4 against 2. This is like a mountain. Dude. With the buff, it's 24k. That's wild. Yeah, and then she's gonna, and then Gother's gonna ult. There's no way. There's no way you win this one. If we had gotten a lot more King cards and I could have rushed King's ult, maybe. But King was losing his HP from the beginning. I kind of want to see who his... Okay, calm down. Wow, he got his ult back again. This guy's cards are much better. I don't even think I'm gonna be able to kill him. Yeah. I want to see who his sub is, if I can. I think it's Gil Thunder. I'm pretty sure it's Gil Thunder. Yeah, I don't know. Oh my god. All right. Well, anywho, I think Valenti's good, but I think that I'll honestly have more fun not playing her in the current meta and just playing another team that has not only faster games, so I can get through and grind coin food more, but also just a little bit more of an interesting playstyle. I find that a lot of times with Valenti teams, I'm either alt rushing, or I am just like kind of stalling out and trying to drag the game out as long as possible. And that's not really, it's fun once in a while, but you don't want to queue up 5 games and sit and on your phone or whatever for like an hour and a half. You really don't, right? Or even like an hour, right? You don't want to play PvP for an hour and only have played 5 matches. You want to play like 10 matches an hour, which means you need to play for half the time. Maybe there's a better team out there for her, perhaps. There's definitely an opportunity for her to shine even more if Lilia comes out and people start using Blue Demon Melee and Lilia. That combo has been advertised to death from JP, so I think a lot of players could jump on that bandwagon. But global is definitely taking on a life of its own, so I could see players that, not falling into that trap or not going that route necessarily to then create a meta. Like, if people don't lean heavy into the Pierce meta, then Valenti just loses value, just straight up. She just loses value because that's where her value lies, is countering the Pierce meta. So yeah, I don't really like being a counter the meta player. I was hoping that Valenti would be a little bit more than that, and I was honestly hoping for more favorable PvP matches, but I haven't seen enough of that. Now, I haven't tried the new ranking matches. Ranking matches can be viewed upon participating in Elite PvP. What have I been doing? Oh, I have to get to Challenger. Oh, I see. Okay. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of Valenti. Let me know what you think of my analysis. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.